Hello everyone, my name is William Ogden, here with another episode of Tool Review. Today we're going to be talking about the best drill drivers. Today we've got the Dewalt, the Drill Master, and the Ridgid. Now all three of these tools should theoretically be fully capable of performing household tasks, but I'm going to make sure that they stand up to their manufacturer's claims. Today I'm going to be doing some certain tests to determine which one is the best. The first test will comprise of me describing each individual tool and giving it a rating based on how much I like it, based on features it has. So I'm going to start with the Drill Master, as I did in my previous video. So this is the only tool in this round to feature an 18-volt NiCad battery. Unlike the last one, this one does not specify its storage, but I would guess it's around 1.3 amp hours like the previous one, due to its similar size and weight. When inserted, which is not easy, you'll notice that this drill is fairly heavy. It sounds terrible, and it smells bad. You'll also notice this big gap here. Drills used to be like this. In terms of features that I plan on giving it points for, I'm actually not going to be handing out points for having an adjustable transmission. Sorry, not transmission, in a, you know what, honestly, I'm not a, I'm going to say clutch settings. Yeah, clutch settings is probably the right word for that. But I will give it points for having a hammer drill mode. We're not going to be testing that today because I don't have any concrete to drill into, but it is certainly a plus. This thing has your typical standard drill has your typical standard craptastic chuck that doesn't stop. You can just kind of spin it all day in either direction. That's no good. Next up, the Ridgid. The Ridgid is the first one I'm going to show you that's got one of these nice lithium batteries. Goes in a lot better, comes out a lot better. Fuel meter. Useful, useful, useful. Very, very good thing to have. Let's see. Chuck, what do we got going on here? Uh-oh. Oh, it stopped. Good. There we go. So, much, much, much better chuck on this. No space here. This one does not have a hammer drill mode, but, you know, doesn't need one. This one's got a selector here between first and second, so that's first. Second. That's pretty good. Other than that, I can't really see much other than the fact I really do quite like this material. It feels very comfortable. Now, finally, we have the Dewalt. This is the newest of the bunch. This has a 5 amp hour lithium ion battery that also has a fuel meter. This one has a proper chuck. It stops immediately when you start turning it, and it makes lots of ratchet noises, and it's all made of metal. This one also has a hammer drill setting along with all of its other clutch settings, and it feels much, much nicer. 3-speed clutch. That is very, very, very good. So this is speed 1. Let's see, that's speed 2. And that's speed 3. That's awful nice. You'll notice that this one has a light, the other one didn't. This one has one light setting, and then it has light setting number 2 and light setting number 3. In light setting number 1 and 2, it lasts for 20 seconds, and in light setting number 3, it lasts for 20 minutes. You just stick this in light setting number 3, you set it there, it'll light up the whole room when it's dark. It's a very, very good feature. This one is the only one in here to include a belt clip. You can clip it right onto your belt as you're doing a task. Not good for running around, but if you need to grab something else, maybe your impact driver, is a very useful thing to have. Now I want to talk very briefly about the battery situation here. So we got a 5 amp hour lithium battery. I don't know 100% sure. I'm not 100% sure of what this is in terms of amp hours, but I'm going to say 1.3, 1.5. And then this is a 4 amp hour battery. It says right there, 4 amp hours. So the thing I note is out of all of these 3 batteries, this is definitely the heaviest. The Ridgid is definitely the heaviest. This is second heaviest. This is the lightest. This is also the smallest battery. This one, the Dewalt, is 100 watt hours. This battery is 72 watt hours. And this one couldn't be over 30 watt hours. So props to Dewalt for managing to make a battery so small with so much more capacity than its opponents. Now we have to get to the real tests. These are the tests that are going to put them to their limits and show what these drill drivers can really do. The first test is going to be a 1-inch spade bit into what I believe to be 3/4 inch something. Second test is this 2.5 inch hole saw into the same exact material. I believe we will be doing 5 holes of this and 2 holes with the hole saw, and I will use the video to time them, and whichever drill is capable of performing the task in the quickest time will be awarded the most points. Let's get on to the spade bit test. So first we're going to try the drill master. We're going to see what the drill master is capable of with a spade bit. Darn, that goes in like crap. All of these drills will be in their maximum speed setting for this test. Oh, I think this one's going to drop the bit. Let's see. We're going to do 5 holes with each of these. All right, we're going to move into clutch setting 1. All right, drill master cannot handle a 1-inch spade bit. It just cannot. Not gonna happen. Let's see if the Ridgid can do all 5 with any success. There you go. Let's try this one. Well, that was pretty darn quick. Keep in mind, I'm not very old, not very experienced. So just be reminded that there may be user error. All right. That put those in pretty quick. I'll have to check the time out later, but let's see how quick the Dewalt can do them. Well, I don't know what that was, but it was definitely quicker than the Ridgid. So honestly, that's probably the most ridiculous test I've ever done. And again, consider not a lot of videos. So our next test is going to be the hole saw test. In the hole saw test, we're going to be putting 2 holes in with each drill. If the drill master couldn't do the 1-inch spade bit, I really don't think it's going to be able to do the hole saw either. But we'll give it the benefit of the doubt, and we'll see if it's capable. Because who knows, maybe it will be. Maybe it'll even do better than the other 2. Not likely. So, we've got our hole saw, and we've got the drill master. Let's see if it'll happen. Uh-oh. That's no good. If I could stop it with my hand, that's real bad news. Let's try tuck mode number 2. See if it can do it. Nothing. Stick it in first gear. Nope. Ain't going nowheres. That's no good. Think the battery might be dying on me here. It's no good if it runs out mid-test. Let's see what the Ridgid can do. Oh, that's kind of funky. I'm gonna be honest, I don't like putting in hole saws too awful much. Ouch, just hurt myself there. I'll tell you, not quite as well built as the Dewalt. Definitely not. You know what? There's so little done in there. I think I'm going to try putting it in the same hole as the Drill Master, because there's just nothing in there at all. Oh, that was getting real stinky. Maybe this isn't exactly the type of wood you should be... Yeah, maybe that wasn't such a good idea. Not a good idea. It did not get very far in there, I see. Now, before I get a different piece of wood to try the hole saw on, I think I am going to try putting in the 5 holes with the impact driver, because this particular spade bit has a 6-sided, I don't know, shaft, whatever you want to call that. I think it's going to be able to do it quicker than the other ones, because it has a higher maximum RPM than those do. But as soon as it starts hammering, it'll slow it right down. So let's see if I can put 5 in quick with this. That was pretty darn quick for an impact driver. So right here what I've got is a real ugly looking piece of OSB, I think. I don't know, I'm not too good with my names. This, I think, the hole saw will handle a little bit better. Again, not an experienced woodworker, so don't expect me to do intelligent things on this channel. Oh my God, that is no good at all. I'm going to see if the Drill Master can handle this. If the Ridgid couldn't handle it in the last test, maybe this will be able to handle this one. Let's see if she can do it. No luck with the Drill Master. The Drill Master, what a piece of junk. Let's see if the Ridgid can do it properly. Is she in there good? Yes, she is. Let's see how the Ridgid does. Darn. I don't think I'm going to do 2 of those. Ooh, stinky. Stinky, stinky, stinky. Let's see. Let's see. She don't want to come out. Let's see. Let me see if a screw will do it. Otherwise, I'm going to have to go get a screwdriver. Oh, gosh darn it. We're going to have to go get a screwdriver to get that out. That's no fun. So a little screwdriver magic managed to get that bad boy out of there. No more cookie in there, as you see. Now, let's see how the Dewalt compares in that test. I think the Dewalt's going to do just a tad bit better. Oh, gee. Well, dropped her. That's no freaking good. Well, still works. So in the end, we found that definitely the Dewalt was on top of the other 2. The Ridgid managed to handle all of the tasks a bit slower than the Dewalt, but it was able to do all of them. The Drill Master is junk. Unlike the Drill Master from last week, this one is good for absolutely nothing. I can think of absolutely no redeeming qualities for this tool. There is nothing good about this. Many people may argue that I did no screwdriving section in this drill driver video. But I am a prosumer, and I really think that you need to get one of these if you're going to be doing some of that. And I really don't think that these tools are properly designed for putting in screws. This probably wouldn't have been able to do it, but I really don't care. Honestly, a screwdriver would probably be perfectly sufficient. Overall, for the money, the Ridgid is a real good deal. You can pick one of these up real cheap, $100 probably. This is going to cost probably about $50 to $100 more, but it's definitely worth the cost upgrade if you do a lot of work very often. Oh, what a fantastic piece of machinery this is. I love this thing. Honestly, you could get away with just one of these. This honestly handled the spade bit probably better than the Ridgid did, which is incredible for being an impact driver. Which makes sense though, because it has a very high RPM, and it was only doing just a little bit of hammering, which is pretty impressive. So tell me what you think of these drills in the comment section below. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and come back for the next week for Tool Head-to-Head number 3.